Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Belay, and this is your preview for the first Premier League game of the season. Chelsea take on Manchester United at Old Trafford tomorrow, 4:30 PM kickoff. First game of the Premier League, match day one, and one exciting occasion. Out of all the games we could have played, we play one of the top six, especially away from home. So much history. It's going to be a cracking game. I'm really excited to watch it. Finally, football's back. You know, I've been tired of not being able to watch football. It's been so boring, nothing to do in your free time, and finally football is back. I'm excited. I don't know what you guys are feeling as well, but I'm definitely very excited. But there's a lot of things that I want to cover in this preview. You know, tactically, how I think they're going to set up and kind of counter them, how I think Man United are going to set up, what type of players they're going to be using, going over a couple of their summer signings and how crucial they could be to the way they play tomorrow afternoon. Also, not tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon. We play Sunday 4:30 PM kickoff, and also beginning into Lampard's press conference, his first ever matchday press conference for the Premier League, and we get into what he said detail on detail, and also going to give you guys my prediction lineup for the Chelsea game, and to finish it off, give you guys my score prediction for the game. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts, opinions, and leave me your score predictions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, getting into Frank Lampard's press conference, and I thought there's a lot of things he said. One thing I have to note is he's very intelligent. The way he speaks, the way he expresses himself, the way he talks about our players, and how he addresses the media. He seems very experienced, even though he isn't, but he's very intelligent. You can see the way that he speaks. Basically, he said he begins by saying how excited he is to begin the challenge of being Chelsea boss this weekend with a very competitive match against Manchester United. Frank explains David Luiz's departure, saying they had honest conversations which resulted in the defender leaving for Arsenal. He stressed the player never went on strike. He then went on to say that Callum Hudson-Odoi is still to sign a new contract, but the conversations are successful and they are ongoing. And basically, the new developments within the last hour is that he's just left Cobham in a suit, and apparently it's all done. He's already signed the contract, just hasn't been announced yet. Lampard says we have to try and close the gap on City Liverpool this season. He would love to secure Champions League football again for a top four finish, but he is aiming higher. Lampard, on playing United, he also stated it's two huge clubs who have had huge success in the last 20 years. We have had the same idea. We want to be successful, and up our game against Saturday is huge for both of us. He then wants to talk about the youth. He said it's a very important part of the squad this year, and he's expecting the younger players to deliver this season. The door is open for them, and he wants to see what they can do. Basically mentioning N'Golo Kante fitness, who is available for selection on Sunday afternoon. He stated that N'Golo Kante is fit, but he will assess how match fit he is. Willian is working to be fit. It could be too soon for him, and Antonio Rudiger has been training with the team for the past few days. And that is all from Frank Lampard's press conference. Very good press conference. I'm kind of wrapping up the details there, giving you guys the main points in the press conference. Obviously, there's a lot of BS stuff that the reporters ask usually, but that's the main points really. So N'Golo Kante's fitness is relatively good. Obviously, he will be having another match fit test tomorrow to see if he's ready for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to be using that, you know, to make a more predicted lineup. But that will be coming later in the video. They're going on to Manchester United. How do I think they will set up tomorrow? Now, the formation I believe they will play is a 4-3-1-2. It's the formation they played in the last preseason game against AC Milan when they lost on penalties. Sorry, apologies, they won on penalties. Obviously, with a couple of new additions of Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire. The 4-2-3-1 should consider David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right back, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, Andre Pereira, Juan Mata, Marcus Rashford, and Anthony Martial. Obviously, they did sell Lukaku to Inter Milan, so he won't be playing anymore. But I do believe this system will suit Manchester United more. By having Martial and Rashford, they've got the pace, the acceleration. Obviously, the formation that I do believe they'll play means that they won't be able to have the width. Therefore, Martial and Rashford will have to stretch. They'll have to basically play down the flanks and stretch our defence, stretch our back line, because they have the pace, they have the ability to do so. And that's why on Sunday afternoon, the players, especially the back line, have to be on point. This is why I believe that Reece James would have been perfect for this game. His pace, his strength, his physicality, his awareness. He's a top fullback, and it's such a shame that he's injured. I think that Aspi might have a tough game tomorrow. Marking Anthony Martial Sunday, apologies. The way that Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford will stretch the play. You then got likes of Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, who've got plenty of pace. You can overlap and provide the width for Manchester United on the counter-attack or when they're going forward. Now, the one advantage I do believe with tomorrow is I do believe that their midfield is fairly bad. Their midfield is fairly bad of McTominay, Nemanja Matic, etc. These two guys are very slow. They're defensive-minded players. Therefore, they're not going to provide much in attack. Now, Paul Pogba's playing defend depends on you know, if he's going to give it his all, etc. He's unhappy at Manchester United. Bit of a split dressing room. However, with the midfield, they haven't got that attacking midfielder that I did believe that United would sign. They haven't signed that. Therefore, it makes our life a lot easier. I do believe our midfield is much better than United's. We can definitely dictate the game using that pivot between Jorginho and Kante. Jorginho can easily dictate the game with, obviously, Juan Mata, who plays number 8. He hasn't really got much pace. He's now 32 years of age as well, and he's kind of past his prime. You've got players like McTominay and Nemanja Matic. I've already, you know, mentioned they're very defensive-minded. Therefore, that despite them being good defensively, they're not going to provide much attack-wise. So I think that when it comes to going forward for United, there's nothing that they're really going to provide to really threat us apart from Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial, etc. So yeah, I do believe that with the formation that we can play, which I'll give in a minute, I do believe that we can tactically outsmart them, because obviously with the formation that I believe they will play, there's no width. They have to use their fullbacks for width, but obviously Wan-Bissaka isn't the greatest when it comes to attacking. He's one of the best at defence. You know, he's very good at 1v1 defending. He's a brick wall, 50-50 duels, etc. However, when it comes to attacking, his crosses aren't that very good, and also he's not very good at beating his man either. So I think that on that side, they haven't really got that many attacking fullbacks that provide the width. So I think that with the formation they can play tomorrow, we can definitely 100% counter it. So yeah, now the pretty line that I believe we will go for is, as it stands, I think we'll go for a 4-2-3-1. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, Emerson, Azpilicueta as our fullbacks, Rudiger is not available, Christensen and Kurt Zouma as our two centre-backs, Jorginho and Kante as our pivot, providing Kante is match fit for this game. If not, it will be Mateo Kovacic. I'll then have Mason Mount in the number, and I'll give you exactly my reasons why. And then I'll have my three up front of Pulisic left wing, Pedro right wing, and Tammy Abraham up front. Now, the reason why I've gone for this selection is I've chosen Mason Mount over Ross Barkley. Obviously, Ross Barkley's had a tremendous pre-season, but I've gone for Mason Mount for tactical reasons. Now, like I just mentioned with United's, midfield, Scott McTominay, Nemanja Matic, etc. Now, they're very slow, they're very defensive-minded, and with AC Milan, they got a lot of joy by pressing. They pressed a lot, they pressed high, they pressed as a unit, and it didn't allow them to have time on the ball. They couldn't really play much past. And if you look at their build-up from the defence is very, very slow. They haven't really got players that can play out from the back. Their build-up is much slower compared to ours. So that's a huge benefit for us. Mason Mount, that high intensity, high energy he can give compared to Ross Barkley. He's more defensive minded, so he can help out defensively. High energy work rate, high defensive work rate as well. And I think that with his high intensity, I think there can be a massive boost tomorrow as well. And I think that it's going to be crucial when we are going to be pressing United's backline tomorrow. I've also gone for Pulisic and Pedro. Obviously, Willian has just returned. He's not going to be 100% match fit, so I don't expect him to start. I do expect him to come on. Now, Pulisic, again, he's another high press player, obviously very press resistant, quality potential, quality player. So it's going to be interesting there. Pedro as well, he works hard, he's got the energy, tracks back as well, defensive work rate. And the reason why I've gone for Tammy Abraham compared to Michy Batshuayi, Olivier Giroud is, again, pressing as a unit. Tomorrow, pressing is going to be key. I keep saying tomorrow, but Sunday afternoon. The pressing from Tammy Abraham is going to be on point, because we need the whole team, the whole 11 to be able to press, because that's how AC Milan got the joy. And with their formation they're playing quite narrow. They haven't got that width. Therefore, if we press them high, force them into making mistakes, not allowing them time and space on the ball, we can get a lot of joy. We can win the ball back quickly, and I think that our fitness is much better. We've got a much younger squad. The fitness will be there as well, and I think that tomorrow on Sunday will be a very interesting game, a very, very interesting game. I'm really looking forward to it. But that's my preview. Now, if you want my score prediction, I'm going to go for I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I'm going for a 2-1 Chelsea. Well, I know it's Old Trafford, obviously the atmosphere, I could be overestimating us, but I do believe that we can win, providing we get the tactics spot on, providing the players are selected correctly and Lampard knows what he's doing, and the players are up to scratch and are on point. There's no reason why we can't win tomorrow. Hopefully we do win. That's my score prediction. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you're not on here, make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for my next video.